Welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. The Magic in action this past weekend, both games here at Richfield Ice Arena against the Aberdeen Wings of the Central Division. The Magicians getting a 4-1 win on Friday night as Austin Schwingel started the scoring for the Aberdeen Wings. Michael Saucier getting an assist on the Schwingel goal. The Magicians strike back with the Luki Laub goal, Luki's 7th goal of the season, as it was a great setup by another German forward, Mark Mikolas. Then the Magicians get a goal from the big man from Bell Tire, Kelly O'Brien. That's his 2nd goal of the season. You can see O'Brien going to the net hard after the Hepner shot and pumping in the rebound as the Magicians led 2-1 after one frame of action. The middle stanza, no scoring as we go to the third period. Matt Colford, the all-time point leader, getting his 48th point of his Magicians career, his 2nd goal of the season. Taylor Brierly and Kane Dermott getting assists. Then the Magicians get a goal from Tony Uglum, his 5th goal of the season. You can see Uglum coming down the left side and just putting a top cheddar as Uglum gets his 5th goal of the season. Kane Dermott getting an assist on the Uglum goal as the Magicians win 4-1 on Friday night here at Richfield Ice Arena against the Aberdeen Wings. On Saturday night here at Richfield Ice Arena, a low-scoring event. It was pink night as the Magicians wore pink uniforms that were later auctioned off for Susan G. Komen of Minnesota. Some other items that were being auctioned off, some signed helmet sticks from the players of the Minnesota Wild. The Magicians started the scoring with a Ryan Solomon goal, his 1st goal of his North American Hockey League career. Congratulations to Ryan Solomon, Luki Laub, and Mark Mikolas getting assists. The 2nd frame, there was no scoring. As we go to the 3rd, another goal. This time it's Matt Colford, his 3rd goal of the season and 49th career point as a member of the Magicians. Tony Uglum getting an assist as the Magicians shut out the Aberdeen Wings on Saturday night by a final score of 2-0. The Magic go to 9-5, 2nd place in the Midwest Division. Chris Amsden improves his record to 3-3 and collects his 1st North American Hockey League shutout. Also, Chris Amsden honored as the Midwest Division Star of the Week here on Monday. So congratulations to Chris Amsden. Also some notables. Kane Dermott leads the hockey club in rookie scoring. Mark Mikolas leads the club in points with 18. He's tied for 3rd in the North American Hockey League. Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm alongside the bench boss, Tom Upton. Tom, 2 games at home and then 2 wins against a pretty good opponent.
Yeah, it was a very good weekend. I was proud of the guys. Our detail in areas of our game where we needed to get better was great. We improved in different areas like we talk about every day, and we were able to get out of it with 2 wins. So that's kind of the byproduct of improving in those different areas that we've been concentrating on all year. So I was very proud with the guys and the performance of different individuals, but as a whole, the team played very well all weekend long. So.
One of the storylines was the play of Chris Amsden.
Oh, yeah.
Played in both games, started both, only 1 goal allowed, and he earned the Midwest Division Star of the Week. That was honored yesterday. So a good weekend for Chris Amsden as well.
Definitely. That's a great accomplishment from him, and really shows his character and his competitiveness. I know he wasn't very happy with his play the weekend before, and we chatted about that, and he kind of challenged himself, and I challenged him as well, and he came out and he had a great weekend because of that. But I think that shows you the type of person he is and that competitive nature that he has to win games and bear down and do whatever he's got to do to help our team, and he was a huge part of this past weekend, so we're very proud of him.
Fans logging on and seeing some of the highlights. Normally you see goals, every now and then there's a fight, some big saves. This weekend fans will see a couple of blocked shots, and it wasn't it wasn't anything maybe ESPN related or your typical web gem.
Sure.
But hard work. Jack Christensen blocking 2 shots. You can see in the video he takes the first one and he barely fights again for the second one. But I mean, talk about will. That's huge.
Yeah, and that's how we roll. You know what I mean? Obviously you need goals and assists and things like that, but that little stuff wins you hockey games, wins you championships, and Jack has been probably one of the best guys in that regard of doing the little things to help our team win, and it might not always show up on the score sheet, might not always get the glory with Players of the Week by those things, but those are the types of players and the types of plays that you win hockey games and championships with. And I expect everyone to do those things, and we do it. But Jack is probably one of our top guys when it comes to blocking shots and doing the little things that he needs to do in order for him to be successful, but our team to be successful as well. So that stuff is enormous. For me, that's more enormous than scoring a goal and making a play. That little stuff is really important into being a hockey player and to be able to move on and help a team play.
One of the things that fans are noticing as the season rolls on is we're getting closer, obviously, to the 25% mark tomorrow, or on Friday night. It'll be a fourth of the way through the season. Some coaches like to break things down, see how they did that first quarter. What's kind of your perception before we play that Friday night game? How are things going?
Good. I mean, I've been happy with the guys. We've learned from our mistakes in the games that we haven't won, and we've even learned a lot in the games that we've won, so that's a nice thing. Sometimes you don't have that luxury where you come out and win games and you really don't learn anything, or sometimes teams might learn more from a loss than a win, but I think that we've been able to learn and improve from our losses and our wins, and for me, that's our culture here. That's what we focus on every day. I don't care if it's practice or a day off or a game. We're looking to get better in every area of life in hockey, and we've done that the first 25 games, and for me there's no plan or secret to the next 25. Just continue to work and to get better and to be the best we possibly can be today, and I think if we concentrate on that, hopefully we'll have success with these next 25.
Tom, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. A big thanks to Tom Upton for taking the time. I'm alongside goaltender Chris Amsden. Chris, you played great over the weekend, just one goal allowed, and the Magicians get a sweep.
Yeah, thank you. My teammates in front of me really did an outstanding job of making my job easier, and can't ever have any complaints when you got teammates playing like they were in front of you. So
you got the Midwest Division Star of the Week, pretty big honors. One player gets that in the entire division per week. I know you got it a couple times last year as an affiliate in the NA3, but talk about that. That's a big honor.
Yeah, it's a huge honor. I mean, like I said, that couldn't be accomplished without I got outstanding teammates in front of me, sacrificing their body to block shots, sometimes multiple in a row, like Jack Christensen did in one shift. It was incredible, but. Yeah, I got guys out there just working their tails off for me, and just knowing that, it just makes my job a lot easier.
Talk about coming from St. Peter. You played for a co-op, St. Peter, LeSueur, Henderson, smaller single-A school. Typically, guys like you have to fight that much harder just to get noticed. You started as an 8th grader. 5-year varsity letter winner. Talk about coming from a small location and making it all the way here to the North American League.
Just kind of never gave up and just worked with what I had. I mean, from the young age, I had a lot of parents of players I've played with in AAA and such telling me that I need to move. I need to go to a bigger school if I want to be successful, but I just never looked past it. I wanted to keep playing with my friends and the people who I grew up with, and I just never looked past that. And they pushed me to get better, and they knew what I was capable of, and I had a blast and just kept working. And good players are gonna be found no matter where you're from. So.
Absolutely, kind of a goaltending mix-up. Yeah. In the last couple of weeks, obviously, Von Aaron's put on the inactive list. You're the guy. Cole Weaver brought in, just a 98 birthday. Now he's kind of under your wing.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's incredible. The guy is so young. I can't imagine playing at this level at the age he is, and it's just incredible. The kid has such a bright future ahead of him.
Talk about last season. You played in the NA3HL with the North Iowa Bulls. You were on the all-rookie team. You won a national championship. You were 25-2. Your goals against was 1.89, save percentage of .922, 6 shutouts, and you had 4 assists. You played really well last year. Obviously, an opportunity to get back here.
Yeah, last year it was just a blast. My first full season of junior hockey. It was just an incredible experience, and I owe everything I'm doing this year to them, and they just did such a great job of preparing me for this, and I had such a great staff that brought me in, and they did a great job of bringing in great players and made my job easy like they have been doing here, and I owe all my success to the teammates and coaches.
Jimmy Lillidahl, play-by-play voice of the Minnesota Magicians, along goaltender Chris Amsden. Before we go, Goaltenders are weird. You get it all growing up, this, that, the goalie's doing his own thing. Talk about being mentally prepared. You have the hardest job out there. You wear the most equipment. You have the biggest responsibility.
Yeah, you know, it's not easy. You got it feels like the weight of the world on your shoulders, but it definitely takes a weird person to want to stand in front of some of these shots, and you know, you just gotta go out there and play your game and not think about things too much, because that's when you get yourself into trouble. And you know, it's not easy. There's no doubt about that. But you just kind of got to go out and do what you know you're capable of.
Chris Amsden of the Minnesota Magicians. Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. A big thanks to head coach Tom Upton and goaltender Chris Amsden for sitting down and taking the time. 2 games this weekend for the Minnesota Magicians, both here at Richfield Ice Arena, both against the Janesville Jets. Friday is Halloween. Free admission for kids wearing a costume, 50% off for adults accompanying a child in a costume. So make sure you wear your costumes. We're going to do an intermission contest. Whoever wins or whoever has the best costume will win a prize. And also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter as well as Facebook and Instagram. Also, if you attend the game and have a ticket stub, you can bring that to Champs for a free flatbread after all our home games. That's going to do it for another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. So long, everybody.